Scottish Book Week article for the Scottish Book Trust. There's a wheesht renaissance in literacy going on in Scotland now. Whether it's a flourishing of online self-publishing through social media, or for the wilful push to fling off the dread Scots cultural cringe, our Scots language is getting ta'en for the ben the hoose and put out in public ensmere. A thing about our Scots language is our unique vocabulary of words, and for Book Week Scotland, Scottish Book Trust will announce the results of their iconic Scots word vote on Thursday the 21st of November via their social media channels. Scots is a language most related to the English language. It's near a newch to English, as a matter of fact, that for the 18th century there's a strong, united effort for folk to speak proper. Of course we ken this as speaking English with a Scots accent, but for us Scots speakers, this means gieing up thousands of our Scots words, changing thousands more for to get along with their English equivalents, and swapping Scots grammar for English grammar. Gieing all them dreich nara nebbit effort, we're Scots bides on still in our hames, our communities, and wrote all through our literature. Gladly, attitudes is changing today with Scots. Scots is bringing to the fore, and we're starting for to get mair comfy, holding that whilst we speak Scots, whilst we speak right and fully contribute to the English language, we've got this other way of communicating and all. Bit by toty bit, we're knowing that this other language is valuable and it's worthwhile. It's alive within us. A tap most important we're starting to value our own language is writing projects such as them run by the Scottish Book Trust or Book Week Scotland. Ilka year, short stories and poetry submissions are wanted on a given topic. For that, a book's compiled, printed and handed out for free all over Scotland. Working the Scots and the Gaelic is aye welcome. Last year there was even a bit of Norn, the Nordic language of the Northern Isles. And 2019's topic is the Scots word blether, for to speak casual, for to crack, or even to have a total mince. This year alone there was over 100 bits putting into the Scots. Now for the first time too, ilka of the entries was putting out electronically in a digital magazine format. Them all, no just them that went into the printed anthology. Because Scots has bade on as a spoke language, we're often taken aback seeing it wrote down. And Scots speakers, we found out all of a sudden, even though we're fully literate in the English, we can't read the rote form of our own spoke language. On top of this, we found wee words and dialect variations a sore issue, and we didn't just learn them or look them up in a dictionary the way we would a new English word. Myself, when I first realised all this, my head was burling. I'd get told that my language was bad or slang. I'd seen it wrote down in comics and the thin quote marks in books that had Scots characters, but I'd no name for it, my own language. After, as an adult, I learnt this way that I spoke was kent as Scots. I found there was a world-class root literature going away back 800 years and more. I just jump in. For some of us though, this realisation of our illiteracy in the Scots can give you a wee flag. Folk get fear. But the best thing is no to ding it. Just drop your shoulders, take a handful of deep breaths, and take your time. It's worth it. Literacy always is. A broad bit to start at is minding a unique Scots words. Our 1200 was given to the Scots Book Trust with 30 getting picked for the lead of the final vote. Once you get started and trying for to mind on unique Scots words, you're maybe wanting for to get yourself a pencil and take a shot at writing them down. Dinna fankle yourself the new with spelling. That's what the Scots Language Dictionaries is there for. After you've wrote some unique Scots words, you're wanting for to take a swatch at some words like heed, erm and fit that are related to, but they're different for English words. Finally, there's they words that's most like the same as English words spoke with a Scots accent, like leg and helicopter. Mind, it's awfully normal for words to exist or more than one language. Once you've started for to explore the language at the level of single words, there are broad resources out there for full-length Scots literature in all dialects or byleads for all ages, and in particular for the Scottish Book Trust, the National Library of Scotland, and the Scots Language Centre. There's a wealth of bairns books out there now too, both new original stories and Scots translations or our settings of works available in many other world languages. Their books is getting used more and more in Scottish Book Trust book bug sessions around the country. Wayne's books can be smashing works for to read with weans and for to pass on your own knowledge o' our Scots language to the new generation. Hopefully, giving them a confidence in their own language and putting down a fund for the skills with which they can come to learning any other language in their futures. Dr. Michael Dempster, November 2019.